Hey guys, Brian Goes Blue.
And Coco too.
Back again. It's been a while.
It's good to see you guys.
Good to see you guys. Today we're just going to talk about
what we've been up to.
What we've been up to, really, and answer some of your Q&A questions.
Yeah, from like a month ago.
From like a month ago, whenever we posted that on Instagram.
Yeah, we've been MIA for about a month. We took a trip. We took a couple of trips, actually.
Yeah, we went to Georgia for my sister's wedding, early April, and then last weekend we went to Spooky Empire, which I have a shirt of. We're going to make a separate video for that, so stay tuned for that coming out. And yeah, so that's like a horror convention that happens twice a year in Orlando, here in Florida. So, but today we're going to focus on... we have a few clips to show you from our trip to Georgia, so we're going to show you those first, and then when we come back from showing you those clips, we're going to dive right into the questions, and then show you guys a little bit more about us, and
yeah, so roll the clip.
Roll the clip, and we'll be back, and we're going to talk about Brian Goes Blue.
And Coco too. Enjoy, guys.
Bye.
Hey guys, it's
Brian Goes Blue
and Coco too. We are on our road trip. We're in Georgia. We're about 20 minutes away from Brian's dad's cabin, and we are on this crazy winding road. See, I can't get it doesn't let me flip it once I start taking a video, but you guys can see it's like crazy. Look, there's a tractor sign. It's so beautiful. Before we got on this road, there was a lot of like mountain ranges and just like gorgeous. We're trying to beat the sun. Well, not beat the sun, we're trying to stay with the sun because these roads are kind of crazy. And we've got about, I don't know, well, now 20 minutes, 7:30. So we're hoping to make it there before the sun goes down, because there's no lights on this road. We were just talking about the vibes of this road, and we're like, Brian said he's getting some serious Evil Dead vibes.
Yeah.
Right? Like them going to the cabin. Look at that, there it is. There's the Evil Dead cabin. We found it. We found it. We're not gonna go there. That's too scary. Oh my goodness. Okay, there you go, guys. Look at that. Look at that gorgeousness. And all those cows. Look at all those chickens. Have you seen that video?
Yeah.
It's just great. This is like such a change of scenery for us. It's gorgeous. We're happy to share it with all of our favorite people. And it's going to be great. I love that tree. Is that a pussy willow? I'm just being silly. Alright, I'm going to let Brian drive. Just wanted to check in. Ooh, my ears just popped. And say hello. It's been, what, a 10-hour drive for us? Because we hit some traffic and we made a stop. And yeah, that's it. So wish us luck on this crazy Evil Dead road, and hope that we get there before the sun goes down, or else. Anything you'd like to say?
No, I'm just...
You're just trying to drive?
Trying to get there.
Just trying to drive. Okay. Alright, well, Brian Goes Blue and Coco too, signing off. Bye!
Bye.
Look at that, so pretty. Okay, for real, bye. Into Buc-ee's we go. Hey guys, it's
Brian Goes Blue
and Coco too. We're on the road again, still in Georgia, on our way back home. We just stopped at the famous Buc-ee's, so we just wanted to show you guys what we got from there. Let me make sure the camera's not going to fall.
some snacks.
Yeah, just some snacks. Well, the first thing we got, they were out of the big plushies, but we ended up getting this little guy.
Little cute little beaver.
The mascot, Buc-ee's. Bucky. His little shirt and his little hat. Little keychain. And then everything else, well, except for this, is snacks. So we got this for our dog, Diva. And it says spoiled, because she is spoiled. We can't wait to get home to her. We miss her so much. And shout out to Brittany and Brandon for dog sitting while we were away. Then we got some Beaver Buddies, animal cookies. And we got a lot of shit. We got mini sour gummy worms.
Oh yeah.
Bucky brand. Then we got 2 for 2 Bucky's chips, jalapeno and sour cream and onion. We said we wanted to do like a little gas station haul with like junk food for the road. But this was not a little gas station. This was a huge one.
It's huge.
Like anything you can think of, they had Bucky on it. Lunch boxes, chairs, shirts, bathing suits, dog stuff. I mean, the list goes on and on. This place is huge. And they have all this food. It's like a food court with all this different food and stuff, right?
This guy was chopping up like at least 20 pounds of brisket right in front of us, just chopping it up for sandwiches.
Yeah, and we're not quite ready for lunch yet, so we didn't get any like real food, but we did get this for Brian, some ghost pepper beef jerky. So that should be interesting. So that is everything that we got at Bucky's. We're gonna snack it up here, and we've got about 5 more hours until we get back to where we live in Florida. I don't know how long until we get to Florida. Not really sure, but I don't think we have too much longer, right?
Probably like another hour.
Yeah. So yeah, thanks for joining us in our car ride adventure, and we'll see you guys when we get back home.
Yep. Bye.
Bye. Hey guys, it's Brian Goes Blue and Coco 2 again. I just woke up from a nap. Brian's been driving straight through since we left Bucky's, and he just had that ghost pepper beef jerky. How was that?
Spicy and delicious.
And he hasn't even taken a drink of water yet, so that's good.
Yep.
I was afraid for him to eat that while driving.
Doesn't faze me.
I didn't want him to have a reaction or something crazy. But we are officially back in Florida, so yay! Well, yay and sad face, because we had a great trip. We didn't really want to leave, but you know, it always is nice to come home. We miss our YouTubing, and we miss our streaming with our friends and our fam and our pup. So we're gonna make one more stop and get something to eat, and then we've got like 3.5 hours till we get home. We're gonna go straight and see my family and celebrate an accomplishment that my brother accomplished. So yeah, that's I don't know, this might be our last little video unless something crazy or interesting happens, which I hope nothing crazy happens. But so yeah, anything you'd like to say, Brian Goes Blue?
Stay frosty.
Hey guys, so we're back. We hope you enjoyed that footage of our trip. We took what ended up being about a 10-hour road trip to Georgia to visit his family and go to his sister's wedding. We stayed at his dad's cabin up in the woods, which was awesome. And right now, Brian is enjoying some of his ghost pepper beef jerky from Bucky's, which we talked about in the video, as you saw, but I never actually showed him eating it. So
It's actually pretty damn good.
He survived, and it's almost gone, so we're gonna have to make a trip. No, Bucky's is like way too far for us to just make a date. Well, we could make a day trip, but
I like really spicy stuff, guys. So
yeah, he can handle it.
I have a big tolerance for heat.
Which when we get all caught up with our stuff, he's gonna do the Pocky 1-chip challenge, because we got one of those at Spooky Empire. It's gonna be like nothing for him, but just to like kind of prove and show you guys that he can do it.
Yeah.
And then we got this little guy You saw him in the video.
I like this little figure. He's cute.
We love him.
This little Bucky Beaver.
Bucky the Beaver.
He's gonna go on our movie shelf.
Yeah. So yeah, as you can see, we had a great time.
It's a little keychain, but
there's cool. Some footage that we didn't put in, you know, wedding footage and family stuff and things like that. But it was overall a really good time.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun. We had a great trip. So.
A lot of great time with family.
Yeah, it was great. I got to meet a lot of your family for the first time.
Yep.
So, so with that being said, we're gonna jump into some questions, some long overdue questions. We wanted to do a segment, getting to know you.
Getting to know
all about you. Do you know that song?
I do.
Isn't it Sound of Music?
I'm not sure.
What is that from? I guess I should have done my research beforehand. Oh well. I planned on singing that little bit like the whole time I had this planned for these questions.
Oh.
Isn't that funny?
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. Here's our Getting to Know You segment. So, we have some note cards here. Thank you to everyone that asked us a question. About a month ago, 5 weeks ago, we put it out there, like, ask us anything you want about our relationship, our movie collection, ourselves, and we got some really good questions here from you guys, and we came up with some as well. So let's see what we got here. Okay, so from Marie, what was your first movie together and where? You want to go ahead and answer this one?
Our first movie together was Good Boys.
Mm-hmm.
And that was at her old apartment, which is like literally upstairs from where we're at right now.
Yeah, but smaller. Which ended up becoming our apartment. And then now we are in our apartment.
Yeah, we're in a 2-bedroom now with a whole movie room.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
But yeah.
That was on December 3rd of 2019.
Mm-hmm. So that was our first movie. Brian actually brought over the Blu-ray and... Right?
No, I didn't bring up we
streamed it?
Yeah, we streamed it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I could have sworn he brought the movie, because he brought so many movies over during that time that I just kind of assumed that, you know, that's what happened.
Yeah.
Okay, so next question also comes from Marie. How many copies of The Wizard of Oz do you own? So, short answer, and I'm going to actually show them to you. I have 8, roughly, and I think I might have more after going through storage, but the ones that we have physically right here in front of us are 8. So, there are 3 VHS. So the first VHS I don't have here. It's the one that I had as a child growing up. So this is one of them. If you want to hold it closer, you can. This is one we picked up at Goodwill. If you guys recall, we showed that in a pickup video.
It was like $1.18 or something.
Mm-hmm. So. Yep.
So
that's the first one. And then this is the one Brian got me more recently that we still have to open.
Would I get this for Valentine's Day?
I think so, yeah.
I think it's for Valentine's Day or her birthday. They're around the same time.
Yeah. Lucky for you.
This one's really cool.
Yeah, that's got to be my favorite.
It's still sealed.
And the one from my childhood is just like this. It slips in, but it's a different case, obviously.
But this has that book inside that you can open. You can open up the VHS.
Yeah, I'm sure someday we'll show you guys this. I mean,
we'll open it up.
The reason why Marie asked about how many Wizard of Oz do I own is because, obviously, spoiler, that's my favorite movie. You guys knew that. So, the first Wizard of Oz that I procured as an adult was that a good word to use? Procured? Whatever.
Sure.
Was the 2-disc 70th anniversary edition DVD of Wizard of Oz. So that's the first DVD.
So you waited 70 years before owning your favorite movie.
No, I had it when I had the VHS. What did I do before that? Like, how did I watch it?
I don't know.
I got this.
You couldn't watch it on demand.
When was the 70th anniversary? I don't know what year.
I don't know. What year is this made?
Let's see. Well, because I don't know. Maybe I went years without watching it. I always loved it, but
39, so what's that, 2009?
Oh, yeah. That sounds about right. I wasn't like watching this a whole bunch in high school.
Okay.
I know I had a version though before. Whatever. Anyways, this was the only DVD I'm pretty sure that I owned. I might have had one and somebody like took it from me or something. You know how that happens? You know.
I know.
You have a copy of something and you're like, where the heck is this? Okay, so the first Blu-ray that I owned of The Wizard of Oz is, I have the Slippy. This is the 75th anniversary edition. And that was the only Blu-ray that I owned for quite some time. Until I met this handsome fella. And he actually, well, let's show yours first. This was the one Brian bought. He bought this one on his own, and he told me about this one and the one I'm going to show you.
This was like...
That's the 80th anniversary edition.
I think I got it for like $8 on Black Friday, but it was a Wizard of Oz 4K.
Yep, so that's our
80th anniversary.
That's one of our 4K versions.
It's got a sticker.
Yeah. Looks beautiful. Oh, that's the Emerald City. I was like, why does that look like Cinderella's castle? And then my favorite, which you've seen this in some videos, is the 4K Steelbook.
4K Steelbook. Now they have the Blu-ray version of the same Steelbook with just the Blu-ray disc in it at Target.
Right.
So.
Actually, I can't say that's my favorite because my favorite is right above Brian's head over here, and that is a limited edition box set. It is not 4K, it is Blu-ray, but it came with a watch, it came with all these like blueprints and pictures and just like posters and really, really cool stuff. So that was an awesome gift. And that
I got that for your birthday last year.
Yeah, that was the 70th anniversary edition as well.
2 years of birthday, Valentine's Day, Wizard of Oz.
It's always Wizard of Oz and Harry Potter. It's a no-brainer. I make it pretty easy. So yeah, so we got that covered. All right, next question. This also comes from Marie. So Brian, what is your favorite movie? And she said it better be on blue. And I surprised you. You said you didn't want it. You weren't going to show yours, but I did find all of your copies of your favorite movie.
My favorite movie is The Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
And so, first one I got. This is an old VHS. It was still in some pretty good condition.
It really does.
I got this at Target a long time ago. So.
It's so pretty.
So yeah, like the lavender purple.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's. I got this when I was like, I don't know, maybe 11 or 12 years old. Had this a long time.
Wow, and it looks mint.
Yeah, it is mint.
That's amazing. So he has 4 copies of The Breakfast Club.
Yep. So that's copy number 1, the VHS.
Mm-hmm.
I never owned it on DVD.
That's interesting.
I bought this one used, this used Blu-ray. This is like the first Blu-ray that came out, as you can tell with the high definition movie experience on the bottom.
Yeah.
And then when the 30th anniversary came out a few years back, got this one with the slipcover.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the first time it came with a digital code and all that stuff. So,
yeah.
And it's got some embossing on here on the spine. So it's cool one with the slipcover and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So that one.
And then the best one.
And then the best one for last is the Criterion Edition. So.
Which we're hoping for a 4K for this. I was just asking him before the video as we were prepping. Is there one?
This is a 4K restoration.
Oh, okay.
So this is the best the movie's looked. And
yeah,
the features in this are just awesome. Especially like the over an hour of deleted scenes.
Yeah.
That I've never seen until this edition.
Oh, okay. So now we've watched Wizard of Oz together at this point, but we've never watched Breakfast Club together. So this is going to be one that we're going to watch really, really soon. I definitely want to do that. So yeah, that's and Brian has a Breakfast Club vinyl now. I do not think that I have a Wizard of Oz vinyl.
Yeah.
Yet.
He says. That's your next year present.
Oh, okay. I'll forget. Okay, so the burning question that everyone wants to know, more than one person wanted to know this. Kelly, thank you for asking, and Richard Sanchez, Brian's boy.
Griswold's and Nerful the Garthok. Yeah, Richard.
So they wanted to know, how did you meet? So, you want to tell them?
We met on an online dating service. No shame.
No shame in our game. I'm looking at note cards like I don't know the answer to this. So we started talking on this, like that's how we initially like met, right? But you switch quickly from that to like texting, so we did that immediately. And we met like in person for the first time at World of Beer. Because it's just like a neutral, like, let's grab a drink, you know? So we did that.
I grabbed like 3 drinks.
Yeah, we grabbed a few drinks because I think we were both really nervous.
I was slugging back the IPAs.
Yeah.
I was nervous.
I was nervous too. But it all worked out. And then our first official date was at Señor Tequila, which we did not consume any tequila. We just ate a lot of fine Mexican food.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's the answer to that. That's how we met. And that was, goodness, November 20th, 2019 was when we met.
She knows the date.
I know the date when we met. Okay, so Leroy had some really, really good questions and quite a few, so we're going to get through those.
Leroy Green, 85.
Thank you, Leroy. So, Leroy wanted to know, does Coco have her own collection of movies? And I wrote on this just because that's me. I wanted to be like a game show host. So the answer is yes, I did have my own collection of movies. Mostly DVDs, because that's what I, bought the most. And then I had a good amount of Blu-rays, because I would go like Blu-ray hunting on Black Friday before I met Brian. But my collection was mostly focused on Disney movies, because I was a part of the Disney Movie Club, and so was he. Like, we didn't know that about each other, and then we met and we're like, well, we're part of the club.
Yep.
So, so yeah, I got really into collecting the Disney Blu-rays and, like, obsessive about having the slipcover. So we combined our collection, and, well, you had way more than me, like, obviously. He was a much bigger collector than me, but yes, I did have my own collection, and we've now put them all together. We had quite a few duplicates, which we didn't,
especially in the Disney movies.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't want to like get rid of them, because someday, you have one like good one for the shelf and one that the kids can just destroy or whatever. So that was kind of a mindset there.
They're in the closet, the duplicates.
Yeah,
we made sure every one of our Disneys had a slipcover.
Yep. Yeah. So there's that. So another one from Leroy. This is kind of more geared towards you, I would say, because I don't really remember for me, but how old were you when you started buying movies?
Like I was telling you earlier, probably around 10 or 11. I would go to Target, and they had VHS for, I think, a lot of the older titles they had for like $7 to $10. Sometimes they'd be cheaper, like $5.
Yeah.
But I think like among the few ones that I first got were Breakfast Club, 16 Candles, Weird Science, and I know Home Alone was my first VHS tape I ever received.
Yep. Yeah, that's actually the next question.
I was like,
Leroy said, what was the genesis of your collection?
Oh yeah, I spoiled that one.
No, it's okay. It flowed well.
But
so it was Home Alone.
So that was like when I was 5 or 6. I got that in my stocking stuffer as a gift from my family on Christmas morning.
And you still have it.
I still have that one.
That one probably looks mint too. Actually,
no, it doesn't.
I'm looking at it right now. I can see it. It's not as good as a Breakfast Club, but
it has
some wear and tear, but like in the best way.
We watched it this past year.
Yeah.
For our Christmas watches.
We could have watched like
the Blu-ray,
the best version, but
we chose the VHS.
Yeah.
Nostalgia.
We still have our player like hooked up to our big screen TV, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah. So I remember I bought like this random Jim Carrey movie there, Rubberface, on VHS from Target. There's just all sorts of stuff that I remember buying. Like, remember back in the day, I would look through the Best Buy ads in the newspaper. Like every Sunday, I'd be excited for a new Best Buy ad when you get the fat Sunday newspapers, and I would look for the Circuit City and Best Buy ads every week, and sometimes Target and Walmart and stuff, but they didn't have as much of the physical media stuff and the electronics that I was into, video games. And the Best Buy at one time had like $1.99 VHS tapes, so I got a few from them, and I remember getting The Evil Dead and Army of Darkness, which I still have those. I have pretty much all my VHS tapes that I've ever accumulated.
Yeah.
Still, so yeah.
So yeah, that's how it all started.
That's how it all started. And my first DVD would be Final Destination.
Oh,
and
wow.
I got that DVD before I even had a DVD player in house. The only DVD player we had in house was the one that came with my dad's new computer. I remember he got like a gateway computer when you can like,
yeah,
and you could custom build your own computers.
Yep.
Like the Dells and the Gateways back in the day, whenever you were able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And it had a DVD-ROM drive, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I could play like a disc of movie, and I was sitting there on the computer watching the Final Destination versus the TV because I didn't have any other option at the time.
Wow.
So yeah.
I'm learning stuff too. I didn't know any of this, so that's awesome.
Yep.
Good questions, Leroy. So on to the next one. This is like a two-part question from Leroy. What made you start YouTube a few years ago? And it's been more than a few years.
Yeah, that's.
How long has it been?
I want to say like 5 or 6 years, maybe
Yeah.
maybe 7. I don't know. It's been a while. 6 or 7 years, maybe.
What made you want to start?
I mean, I kind of stopped for a while, for a couple of years.
Yep.
No, but I remember watching YouTube and getting real into it. Into the whole Blu-ray game. Whenever I was collecting vinyl for a while, and then I started collecting movies again. Because there was like a pause when I wasn't collecting any movies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I went to like music. Music, I love music and movies, kind of hand in hand for me.
Yep.
But so I stopped collecting so much vinyl, and I started up with Blu-rays this time around instead of DVDs because I found out how cool they were and how great the quality was and how much it's a step up from DVD. Still owned a lot of DVDs from back in the day, but what was the question? What made me start YouTube? Okay.
YouTube channel.
I was watching these guys, Nick Darden. Shout out to Nick D. I know you might not watch our videos, but shout out if you do. I know he's got a kid now, and then Seth Talks Film were two of like the main channels that I watched and Cool Duder and What Movie Won, obviously, because they're like the biggest at the game. So yeah, Seth Talks Film. Always liked his videos and his like out and abouts and stuff, and I was like, yeah, I could do that. And so we would talk on like live streams and stuff with those guys, and they kept on coaxing me, like especially Nick D. He'd be like, make videos, man, make videos. You can do it. And I was like, all right, I can do this. And he kind of just broke me out of the mold of doing it, and I thought, thank you, Nick D, for telling me to do that, because otherwise I wouldn't be doing it now.
And that first video is probably still up there.
Oh, it's still up on the channel here.
Yeah.
It's just scroll and you'll see it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, everybody has to start somewhere, right?
That's right. Mm-hmm. And that brings us to our next question about me. And what brought you to incorporate Coco into the channel?
Well, for the longest time, I did want to start back up my YouTube game.
Mm-hmm.
I was living at home.
Yep.
With my mom. We
had a big mess of Blu-rays, like literally. We can get a little personal on this. Like they were stacked on the floor.
Stacked on the floor, like
if we could show you guys, we would. I have a picture. It's like it was so bad.
It's crazy.
It was sad. We had to switch out so many cases because of the weight.
Yeah, don't stack your Blu-rays.
That was your dream.
That
was your dream, to have the shelves, and I'm kind of like answering for him too. Like together as a couple, like our dream was just to like, you know, once we met and we're like, we're gonna move in together. Our thought was like, we're gonna get into a place and have a second room, and then just have, you know, build shelves. I mean, we have the shelves behind us, but you guys haven't seen it because we haven't done a room tour.
Yeah.
Which that's coming, I promise. I know I say that every video, but we have shelves all along this wall as well. And we have another one coming.
And I know I could be like an assertive dick of a man and say like, you know, we're gonna have a movie room, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, but
it wasn't about that.
You were always there for anything that I wanted.
And I was like, as long as we can have a desk in there, like a little office space, you know,
And you thought it was cool too, so.
Yeah, once I started getting into the movie thing, I mean, not that I'm getting into it. He got me more into it than I ever was. But yeah, it was just, I think you wanting to get your channel back up and going, and still shout out to all of our YouTube friends, Bryn, John, Trenchy,
Leroy,
Kelly, Leroy, Corey,
Joe, Marie,
Brian, Kubrick, like all you guys, like we do,
and
like
many more.
If we didn't mention you, it's not because we don't love you. We're just like
Skelder.
Yeah, Trini, everybody.
Yeah.
We have been. I mean, he's been doing live. Jace, you've been doing
Paul.
live streams with like all these guys and gals for a while, and so, I mean, just kind of talking to them about movies and stuff. You kind of were like, I want to get back into it. And at first he was going to do it alone, and then he's like, what if we like did it together? And then it all just kind of flowed. I mean, you guys saw our first videos. We didn't have the Brian Goes Blue and Coco 2 thing. It kind of just, it happened and then it stuck. And we were hoping something like that would happen. So, yeah.
And I like watching couples, you know? And I think other people do too.
Yeah, and we watch the other couples too. Like, we watch all of you guys.
Like,
and we admire all of your videos and all the hard work you put into your channel, so.
Yeah, I like talk movies with us whenever they did videos. They were pretty good. And there's a couple other ones too that.
Back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day. I mean, there's still couples that do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, shout out to all those YouTubers. The YouTube couples. The YouTubers. That's like everybody that's on YouTube. I have a question from Brian Goes Blue. He slid into my DMs and said, "Will you be my forever babe?" So I said yes. No, that's the. I see how that. See, I always do that. I always say things and then people are like, "What? You guys are what?" No, that wasn't like a proposal. It was just a silly thing that he did, and I thought I'd make him laugh by putting that in the questions. Anyways, moving on. So now these are some questions that we came up with where we wanted to kind of let you guys get to know us better. Some things that we wanted to share about ourselves. So, how old are you?
I'm 35.
And this year you will turn
36 in July.
Okay. And how old am I?
How old are you? I don't know.
I'm 32. I just turned 32 in February. February 24th is my birthday. Where were you born and raised?
I was born in Memphis, Tennessee, and I was raised in Collierville, Tennessee until I was about the summer I was turning 8 years old. So in between 7 and 8, my family moved to Florida, and that's where I grew up.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
For the most part.
We've been in the same vicinity for a very long time and didn't meet until we were in a place.
I had one elementary school in Tennessee and 2 elementary schools in Tampa. And then one middle school and one high school, so.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then siblings?
Siblings.
We've already said.
I have one sister, and she's a little under 3 years younger than me. So.
And that's whose wedding we just went to.
That's
so we kind of spoiled that already, but.
So.
And then what's your favorite thing about living in Florida?
Favorite thing about living in Florida? Definitely not the heat.
It's really bad right now, guys.
It's
like
already,
today was the day where it got like really bad.
It's already like mid-90s weather here. It's fucking shit.
No, it's like it's like you get in the car and it says like 98 degrees like today. But it's like that our feels like is like 108. It's always like 10 degrees higher than that at least.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Ridiculous.
You shower, you go out, and you sweat immediately.
Yep. So now you can ask me these. Well, I already told them how old I am.
I didn't say my favorite thing about Florida, though.
Oh, you said you hate the heat? Okay. What's your favorite thing about Florida?
Probably the fact that I don't have to shovel snow.
That's a good reason.
And that we have so much around us all the time. There's a lot of entertainment around us, restaurants.
Yeah.
It can be crazy with traffic sometimes, which sucks. But
no blinkers.
People can't drive for shit. They really suck at driving in Florida.
Yeah, they drive really fast and aggressive.
So when we were up in Georgia, people were driving like a lot less aggressive, and it was so nice.
Yeah.
And we love being so close to Busch Gardens.
Yeah. That's our closest theme park.
It's our closest theme park. And, you know, Disney's right around the corner, and so is Universal Studios and all that. So yeah.
So I already said how old I am.
So, where were you born and raised?
So I was born in Florida, Tampa, Florida, where we are. And I was raised here as well. When I was 10, I moved to New York with my dad for about a year, I think. That was middle school, so I went to elementary school and middle school with like the same group of kids, and then I got held back in 7th grade, so I repeated my grade, but I repeated the grade in New York, and they were way far ahead, so it was really hard. But when I came back in the 8th grade, and yeah, I've been back ever since. But I was like then with a new group of students, of kids, which was kind of different and weird. But my whole family is from upstate New York in Lake George and Glens Falls area. I'm sure a lot of people up north know the area very well. I never lived there, but I vacationed there in the summers and fall and whatever all throughout my life, and I still have family there now. So yeah.
And siblings?
Siblings. I have an older sister. The oldest is my sister Danielle. She is 40. She just turned 40. Hope she's okay with me saying that. And then there's my brother. He's the middle child. His name is also Brian. And he is 39.
And her dad's
38? No. Yeah. Brian, are you 38? And you're going to be 39 in September. Yeah. And my dad's name is Brian too.
Yeah, so a lot of Brians.
A lot of Brians. And a lot of our like family friends. There's a few that are Brians. So yeah, 3 of us. 2 siblings.
Favorite thing about Florida?
My favorite thing about Florida is pretty much what you said, because we think so much alike. My main thing was I was going to say I love being just as, like, the beach is probably, well, it's definitely closer to us than, like, Orlando, the parks. But I love that we can get in the car and go to the beach. Like, one night we got in the car and got a slice of pizza and went and watched the sunset together. And that was our first sunset.
Yeah, the sunsets are really nice in Florida.
So, like, we can go Gulf of Mexico, sit on the sand, watch the sunset, or we can jump in the car and go to Orlando for the day and go to the theme parks, which, you know, for me, I think that's the biggest thing. And like you, the thing that I hate is the heat. It feels like it's getting worse every year. So we're not going to get into that, but yeah, for sure. So I think that's it for those. You want to ask the rest?
Favorite horror movie?
The Exorcist. The show.
Mine's going to be Dead Alive. Yeah, it really made me upset whenever I found my DVD copy got stolen. I never had it on Blu-ray.
And you know what's funny about that? He just told me this story before we started filming. Same thing happened to me. I had a copy of The Exorcist on DVD, disappeared from my house. Someone stole it. So I had to buy another one. So the one I have is not the original that I always had.
Yeah, so. But Dead Alive, I rented that on VHS back in the day, and always loved that one. Peter Jackson directed Lord of the Rings.
Peter Jackson directed Dead Alive?
Yeah.
Ooh, I haven't seen it yet, guys. Yeah. I gotta watch it. I really want to watch it.
Okay, we'll watch it soon.
Okay.
But I've been waiting on a good release of that movie, and it just hasn't happened forever.
Yeah. So we currently do not.
We don't even own it.
We don't have a. No.
It's okay.
That's all right.
I love his other movies too. Bad Taste and Meet the Feebles. They're fun.
Oh yeah, you had a poster of Bad Taste in your old room, right? And you had a poster of Breakfast Club, which you've not replaced. But we got to find a good one.
Well, I got rid of it because I had it for like 15 years.
Yeah.
So something fun we would like to do as a couple, other than watching movies.
I wrote the answer to this. There's definitely more than one thing, but we love building Lego together.
Lego is a lot of fun.
It is. It's not something we do all the time because it's kind of expensive.
We don't have the space to put all these Lego sets.
Yeah, we're like running out of room.
That's collectors anywhere.
Yeah. What else would you say? I mean, we like to go out to eat.
We like to go out to eat, yes.
We're careful about that right now because of, you know, the times. But we still, we enjoy going out to eat. Like he said, we're very close to everything. We have that luxury. Like we can, everything's like very close to us. Like we literally have a restaurant connected to our complex and we could walk to dinner. Yeah. Like we drive there because, you know.
Yeah. We like playing video games sometimes.
We nerd out on some video games.
I have like a jailbroken NES that has like every NES game ever on it. So
and like Sega games.
Yeah, and Super
the Lion
Nintendo.
King and Aladdin games that I love, those were on there.
Yep, Beauty and the Beast.
Yep, Baby Stay Out.
Yeah.
So yeah, we play video games. We like to listen to music, like when we're we're building Lego or like cleaning the house, which we don't really love doing. We always put on vinyl. We're really like big vinyl.
We're basically
collectors.
like a pandemic couple, so we can't really go to concerts now.
Yeah, but we would.
But we would. I would be going to concerts because I love going to concerts. That was one of my favorite things to do.
And we'd be going to musicals because I love that. I had tickets for us to for me, him, and my dad to go see Jersey Boys. We had never seen it. Me and my dad love Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, and I unfortunately had to cancel our tickets. So we had really, really good seats.
Yep.
But hopefully,
I've never been to a musical before.
Yeah. So hopefully someday we'll be able to go and I can introduce him to that. But other than that, just like fun couple things.
We did go to a comedy show. That was fun.
Yeah, we did. That was a lot of fun.
On Valentine's Day last year.
Yeah. We like to change it up here and there. I mean, other than that, we really do like watching movies. That's what we do. And we watch a lot of YouTube. We love watching, this is something I didn't say. We love watching live streams of vloggers at theme parks. Like that's like a thing that I kind of got you into, I think. Because you watched more food reviews.
Yeah, I watch food reviews a lot.
You got me into that. And then I kind of got you into like the people like either filming at the parks or like live streaming at the parks. So
yeah, I know it's horrible for you, but fast food. I like seeing what comes out new in fast food, and if something's like spicy or something like that, I'll definitely go and get it. Like the new Taco Bell items and anything like that.
Yeah. And you have some favorite food reviewers that we do watch quite frequently. Yeah. So yeah.
The endorsement.
Yep. Number 6 with cheese.
Number 6 with
Chicago.
cheese. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, watching the theme park vloggers is really cool because you get to, especially living near the parks, you get to see what is new and what's the latest thing to happen to these parks, especially like this past year during the pandemic and everything. So
and we kind of feel like we've been missing out. Well, I mean, you guys saw we went to Universal recently. We were very safe about that. We wore our masks and we were outside and like it was very safe. We luckily, thank God, we didn't get sick or anything like that. It was safe. Yeah, we
still haven't gotten COVID or anything.
Right. We've been very lucky. Yeah. But yeah, it kind of fills that void of like not going to the parks. Like it's really cool. I mean, not to say at someone else's expense, but these people who are like big YouTube vloggers, for the parks, they're getting paid for this, so we like to enjoy their streams. So yeah. Yep.
And it's cool because you can just kind of be at the park, but not be at the park too.
Yeah, it's like a first person POV of like walking through the park, going on a ride. Like it's really cool.
Yep, we saw the new Velocicoaster recently.
Yeah, and they weren't supposed to film on that.
That looks freaking nuts.
Yeah, one of the vloggers said today, I heard him say they are not supposed to, like it's illegal. They're not supposed to do it. So.
Yep, someone did it. It's on YouTube.
Yep. They're gonna find them.
Any pets?
Yes.
We have one.
Come here. Hey. She's sleeping. Come here.
She's sleeping.
We brought her bed in here. You want to get her?
Yeah, sure.
Your girl. So we have a dog. Her name is Diva.
Her name's Diva.
I wrote all her nicknames on here so I wouldn't leave any out. So her name is Diva. We call her Divi. Diva Piva. Peaver. What else? Divi Baby.
Smile for the camera, Diva.
Divi Baby. She loves him so much. And we love her. And she got a little haircut recently. Her hair's pretty long right now, but she got her eyes cleaned up so she could be camera ready.
Hi.
She's our girl. She's our movie buddy. She loves, Actually, the movie we watched last night, she was like this. She was like watching it, and there was a dog on there, and she was like, it was whimpering, and her ears perked up.
Yep. So, yeah. So 13-year-old Maltese. Did you see that?
No, I did not. She'll be 14 in August. So. She was our family dog, and she lives with us now, and we love her so much.
And I was hesitant to bring on a dog.
Yep.
But I kind of fell for her.
And look at this. I mean, come on. He comes home from work. She sleeps all day long, right? She's here with me. We kind of just like chill out. She sleeps, and boom, he comes home, and she's like a maniac, right? Mm-hmm. She's like a new dog. She's just staring at him, like looking at the thing. You want to go back to sleep?
All right, we'll put you down.
Say bye to the people. Bye.
Bye.
So yeah, that's our girl.
All right, and this is what she looks like in full.
She's a 9-pounder. Maybe. I don't know. She might be a little bit.
Favorite foods? You were going to ask me that.
She's looking at us now. Those eyes. Favorite foods. What are your favorite foods?
All right.
Top 3. We went for top 3 because we love our foods.
I said tacos. I could eat tacos every day of my life. Mm-hmm. There's so many different ways you can make tacos, so many different toppings you can do with tacos. I just love it.
We make tacos well, he makes mostly our tacos at home, but we too, you know, we will admit we do indulge in the Tijuana Flats, the Moe's, sometimes Chipotle.
If you live near Florida, you know what Tijuana Flats is, and it's delicious.
Yeah. We treat ourselves to
that
kind of stuff.
Moe's, we usually get burrito bowls from Moe's. Because you get a lot more food whenever you order a bowl than you do an actual burrito. Yep. Same with Chipotle. But Chipotle has the better meat, and Moe's has the better toppings.
Yep, that's true. So. And Moe's has the better queso. But Tijuana has the best queso.
Tijuana has the best queso because it's made from scratch.
Yeah. So you can tell we're fans of tacos.
Yeah, we're fans of tacos. And then Southern barbecue, like Memphis-style barbecue. I love that because that's where I'm basically from.
We got close to that in Georgia. Your dad and your stepmom took us to an authentic barbecue place.
It was good, and I almost can't have Southern barbecue without my favorite fried vegetable, fried okra. Yeah, it's like my thing. It's like if that could be my favorite vegetable, that would be a favorite vegetable. Yeah. But I wouldn't consider a fried vegetable a favorite vegetable. And then other people think of
that'd be like me saying a fried pickle.
Yeah, and other people think of corn as not a vegetable because it's like a filler. You know, it's not. It's a starch.
What?
Yeah. Like some people.
I consider that as a vegetable.
Yeah, but they use it to fatten pigs up and stuff like that. But anyways, corn's my second favorite vegetable. So I like the fatty vegetables. Okay. Yeah. And then pizza.
Pizza.
There's a million different ways you can make pizza.
We love our pizza. So for me, my top 3, I said.
Shout out to Mellow Mushroom if you haven't had Mellow Mushroom. Oh, it's so good.
You stole my heart.
Ours closed down.
Ours. We still have one in Clearwater though.
Yeah.
That we can go. My number 1 is hibachi, which if you don't know what that is, I'm sorry, but it's a basically Japanese cuisine. So, but the hibachi part is them cooking the food in front of you. So like
the flames.
Kobe. Benihana.
Yep, Kobe, Benihana,
that's
arigato.
Like yep, that's my favorite. I love all of it. The rice, the chicken, the MSG. Give it all to me, baby. Except I'm gonna give him the zucchini because it's just too slimy for me. And I'm 32 years old, and I should grow up and eat all the vegetables.
You just got around to liking broccoli, so.
Yeah.
Recently.
Yeah, Yeah, it's not great, but
it's not great.
Well, we'll say broccoli without like stuff on it. We still get like the little fancy Tuscan broccoli, but like I could like now just like eat broccoli with nothing on it, and I'd be okay. Anyways,
dip it in some ranch. There you go.
Yeah, dip anything in ranch. So hibachi's my number 1 because I'm a brat for hibachi. When I asked him like, "What's my favorite food?" He's like, "Pizza." I'm like, what am I a brat for? He's like, hibachi. Because you'll see in our next video, we'll talk about it. When we went to Spooky, our last supper was hibachi because I was being a brat about it. My second favorite is tacos. And my third is pizza.
Yep.
So, yeah. So that does it for our questions. Hopefully that gave you guys a better insight as to who we are and what we're all about. And
here's another question I thought of. I'm 6'9" tall.
Oh yeah, and I'm 5'5". You can kind of tell when we're sitting.
I'm not sitting straight up. No, I am.
I'm sitting straight up.
I'm sitting a little bit closer to the camera.
You are.
But that's just how I do.
Yeah, if you follow us on Instagram, I recently posted a picture of us at Spooky Empire, and they had this really cool thing that showed like height. And one of our friends, actually Bryn, commented and said, "Man, I always forget how tall Brian is." And like most people, you just see us sitting side by side. You don't see the height difference, but I'm used to it now.
Yeah.
I love my tall man.
Aww.
So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video of our trip and all the questions you asked us. Thank you again for asking all the questions. We're glad to be back. It's been really good and a really tough month. I'll say that. It's kind of been like a whirlwind of different things, but we're happy to be back, and hopefully we can. Sorry.
No, you're good. A lot of work and a lot of vacationing.
Yep, and family stuff. Emergency stuff.
Mm-hmm.
My sister's been in and out of the emergency room. Unfortunately, I went into the emergency room, so I don't know. I know, but I was self-conscious about my bruises being on camera, and I didn't want it to like look like nasty or whatever.
You're good.
But that's why.
It wasn't anything serious,
no,
guys.
We're all good. Yeah. Everybody's healthy and safe, and let's keep it that way.
All right. Brian Goes Blue.
And Coco too.
Signing off.
Bye, guys.
Bye.